Okay guys, so I do this for y'all, playing musical race cars, and today, or tonight rather, is pure stock time. I gotta get this baby down to the barn. The family's gonna pull me down there in the truck. This should be fun. So let's get this pure stock motor out. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys can see it is now pure stock time. Finally got the pure stock down here to the barn. The crew's here. It's a Tuesday night work week and it's time to get working. So first things first, you guys know, like I said in the beginning, we've got to pull the engine out. And so to do that, the headers come out through the bottom. We got to get cross members off, drive shafts out, and all that stuff. While we're doing that, I'm going to see if old A-Flim will change out this right rear shock, or at least take this right rear shock off. But the game plan tonight is to get the engine out of this car. And so if we can do that, I call that a success. It was already hard to get it out. What?
That's how easy it is.
Yeah, you just yank them out. But anyways, hopefully we can get this out real quick and knock this out. So let's get to work. So that took way longer than we expected. Of course, Austin didn't help none. Kevin.
Yo.
Why is Austin hating on my car?
I don't know. Hey, picked up right here. And we over here working, bro.
Dad, so you said you'd have a K-Series out faster than this?
Oh, yeah.
So guys, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. This is harder to pull than a K-Series. I'll just let you know right now.
Hey, we over here.
I'm telling everybody that this is harder to pull than a K-Series.
Don't worry,
we can pull an RSX engine out faster than we can pull this joker. You got to pull the spark plugs to get the headers. You got to pull the starter to get the header off.
It ain't on all V8s. It's on this one.
Yeah, this car is
This motor
so
is sitting in the wrong
it's so
spot.
stinking tight in here. But we're gonna try to see if we can pull this engine out now. We got everything undone. Last time we did it with a tractor. Today we're doing it with the lift. So.
Where's your own?
It's because it's a Chevrolet.
Huh?
It's because it's a Chevy.
Yeah. All right, let's try it.
You don't bust that. It's ready.
Here you go. Ready? Coming down. Austin, watch out. Come on. So it definitely wasn't done the right way, but it's out, and that's all that matters. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this transmission off where we can see what this flywheel looks like. Okay, so flywheel is off, clutch and all is off, and here is the culprit right here. This is the flywheel I was running. Bought it off of, I got it at Advance. So this flywheel is wrong, and this is why. You can see that big weight? So this flywheel is for an externally balanced engine is what I've been told. Don't quote me on this. But I was told that I have to have an internally balanced flywheel, and I don't believe that is the right one. So that's why I was having my vibrations. For all of you guys who are a lot smarter than me, which are probably 99% of them on this stuff, is that's no good. So, but we got the engine out. So tomorrow I'm going to come out here. I'm going to get this engine down to my house with my tractor, clean everything up, and then while I'm down here real quick, I'm about to use these come-alongs right here, and I'm going to pull this bar out and see if I can get it off of this piece right here. So here you go. For all of you, you can see how close it is right now. I'm about to pull this out real quick and see if I can get this to straighten up. So after a lot of pulling and chaining and come-alonging and all that jazz, we got this thing pulled back out. So you can see there that it is straight again, and it has pulled off of this. So if you remember correctly, this bar was hitting that. Well, you can see the culprit. As soon as we got it pulled out and I tried to take this off, that baby broke. And so, but you can see we got plenty of space here now. And so that, I think I can get an easy out and maybe pull that back out right there. And then I'll just be able to change that out and go buy one of these fittings right here. And then hopefully get this all cleaned back up real good. But this is some junk. So I'm probably gonna come and weld some a plate or something. What do you think? Maybe a piece of bar or something right here, or triangulate this a little bit to try to make that stiffer. But here is the bar that I told you guys about that I'm gonna weld right here. So I'll cut this out and weld that in. And then that'll be a little bit of extra support for that front right there for where the radiator is. And then this here, that way if that ever bends, that'll be done for. But overall, a lot of work done tonight. I'm happy with this. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow where we're gonna get that engine back down to my shop, put it on the stand, and then get all the transmission, drive shaft, and this whole car back in the FFR shop and give us some more room. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. This is what I got going on right now, some Redneck Riggery here. So I needed to get the engine back down to my house. So I'm using the tractor, and I'm gonna take this thing back, and then I'm gonna pull this car with the tractor. So this is called the Redneck Riggery ingenuity here. Sometimes you gotta do weird, crazy things, and you guys know me. I'm not afraid to do it however I can to get it done. So let's get this engine back down to my house. Alrighty, so I got everything back. Just made my last load. Got the transmission and the headers, but the car is home. Engine is home, and I feel good about this. I was able to get this little fitting right here out for the brake that broke. So there you go, that's out. I used my easy out and got that. So all I have to do now is go and get one small little piece for the brake line, and that will be easy fix. I can just replumb and buy a splice, and then I don't even have to tap that little cylinder there. It can just screw right in, and then we'll put the new brakes in. I brought this bar here because that's what I'm going to end up, like I said, welding right here. I've got my welder down here now, so I'm going to cut that out and put that in. So that'll be good. I just feel good about this. Got a lot done. The main thing was the engine is out, and I have to give a huge shout out to a couple of people. Mr. Steve Edens, just so stinking helpful. So Mr. Steve, if you're watching this, which I know you do, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your help. I called Mr. Steve about my flywheel, and he gave me some information, showed me, went out to his shop, showed me some stuff in his shop, let me compare a few things. And so I really appreciate Mr. Steve. He's on the car with SWE Racing. He has a YouTube channel if y'all want to go check him out. I also have to thank Mr. David Sandell, who built this engine. He gave me a lot of information and helped me. Paul Gamble is another one that helped me a lot. And so I dropped the flywheel off today at Baker's Machine Shop. They're the same guys who did my heads. And so they're taking care of getting my flywheel balanced and going to get it taken care of and do everything I need to do to get that flywheel to where the vibration goes away. But in the meantime, I'm going to end up taking all of this engine apart. I got to get the 13 out of here. You guys saw that video. I got to get it out, and then I've got to get the boys' pool set up so that I can get in here and get me a really nice clean spot together and get that engine tore apart. I'm going to clean the valve covers, check all of the bearings. We're going to flip the engine over and check the bearings. I'm going to clean everything up really good, check my belts, just make sure everything looks good on that. And then I'm going to service the transmission. I got that shock put on there on this thing, and it already feels a lot better in the rear end, so that's good. But so that's what you guys can look forward to, is I've got to redo all the engine, go over everything, clean it up, check everything out. I've also got to get a temp gauge put in, and I'm going to build and redo all of my wire and go get some nice wire loom and kind of like build me a wiring harness. Make it really nice. And then also, now that I have it down here, I'm going to get my shifter done. Now that all that shifter's out, I don't even know if I showed y'all, but Dad rigged this thing at the races that night, and I'm very thankful that he did because I was able to actually race. But this was the riggery we had going on. And so this thing was the culprit of why all that broke. So that is no longer going to be in the car. I'm going to build my stuff for this, so I'll be able to jack the car up and get under there and see real good. And I'm going to build me a box for this shifter. I won't have to worry about that anymore. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the Pure Stock action that I've been putting out. When I say action, just the videos. I really have been trying to give you guys some good content. And I said musical chairs in the beginning, or musical cars, because that's what I feel like I've been doing. Doing a bunch of content, but working on all the cars, trying to give you guys everything y'all have asked for. And the only thing I know that I'm slacking on is the SCDRA stuff. The hatches kind of got put on the back burner when life happened, if you know what I mean. And so we're still going to try our best to get the hatches out and done as quick as possible, but we've just been so busy on everything else. I know I've probably put it in a few of the videos, but the fried bologna got canceled on the 18th, moved to the 25th. The Crown Vic, I figured out that the throttle pedal and the TPS, they're not reading together. Something's going on with them. They're not working together right, and they're acting up, throwing a bunch of codes. So Austin's actually going to go get us a new pedal and a new TPS sensor and see if that fixes everything. Hopefully it does, crossing our fingers it does. If not, it'll just be the 8 car and the K9. Hope you guys are blessed. Y'all take care. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you guys have enjoyed all of this, I really appreciate all of you guys' feedback. Share the video. We'll see you guys in the next video on this or whatever car we're working on. No matter what, we'll give y'all some redneck ingenuity. How about that? Later.